This is David Lynn, and you are with me for a Saturday edition of Coffee Talk, number 495 live stream. It is Saturday, August the 23rd, 2025, right at 7 p.m., and we're getting ready for another good one. Thank you for being here, and I'll just be making a few important sips of my coffee as we're waiting for folks to come in. Just trying to get things straightened out. Get me straightened out as we try to get going. Now, get me straight. Oops. Gotta turn down the volume. Waiting for some people to come in. Oh, man. Drop that. Oh boy. Let's see. So, that's a little better. Hello, Uncle Al. Thy Bullfrog 79. Welcome, young man. I cannot believe your package was damaged. The mail service is really getting bad. It really is getting bad. "104 thunderstorms, hail and lightning, lions and tigers and bears and communists, oh my. Drinking coffee, my elixir." Oh. Well, I tell you, I really, ugh. I've been working on trying to update my inventory, and went and filled up gas cans, got propane bottles filled up. Routine stuff, trying to make sure that I'm topped off on everything. Wife had went and bought water. I need to unload it, most of it. I have a four-wheel cart, collapsible cart that I purchased. The wife has a big one. Mine is like a smaller one, but it'll still hold 220 pounds worth of weight. Small earthquakes. Wow, that's a lot. An earthquake. Well, California's California. Gavin Newsom wants to try to fix things where there's not one Republican in the California delegation to Congress. That's how bad that is. Even though right at 40% of the population voted Republican in the last election, they have they've had less than 20% of the congressional delegation. So you know there's gerrymandering going on. What my concern is that the Democrats, most places, the Democrats are doing it, and they're going to pick up so many seats that even if one or two of the red states, do it, they're still going to be way out. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to say what should happen, but it comes down to the point where, we do have a Second Amendment, and it is to defend us. The right to keep and bear arms, Second Amendment. I don't think the AI algorithm's going to like that much. No, you can't talk about your rights. You can't mention God. That's against whatever we believe. Careful. Okay. I'll try to be careful. Yes, we've been ranting, and Uncle Al said be careful. Boxing time? Should I be boxing? My wife was doing a weapons training this morning at karate. Hello, Idaho Garden Girl. How are you doing, Stephanie? Yes, feeding and watering the animals. It's a daily event. We've got a watering system set up for our chickens where we don't have to water them. We just have to make sure that the thing's running smoothly. It's not clogged up or whatever. Susanna Morrison, how you doing, young lady? Susanna is over in the Philippines, so it's Sunday morning. How are you doing, Barbara? I have been working on Belinda's box. Belinda! Stick coffee, carnation creamers. I put some regular sugar in case she's got a sweet tooth, and I put some of the green stevia in it. So this is going to be her little coffee packet, part of her box. Working on it. Please, if you would like to support the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. Also, I've got some unboxings or unenvelopings or whatever you want to call it. Working on them. Let me pull out a knife, start cutting into it. It's one of them. What have we here? We have got a replacement umbrella. Joseph Moore, Enrique Trevino. How's it going? Yesterday I took a oversized umbrella to work. Looked like one of those Mary Poppins umbrellas that's just, like stick, even when it's collapsed, it's huge. I said, I need to see about. So last night I ordered an umbrella and they've already delivered it. My new umbrella that I'll be personally using, won't be sharing it with the missus. Melinda Elliott. Hello, Melinda Elliott. How are you doing? I will tell y'all. Come on, David. Get her together. A sword umbrella? I don't know about that. An umbrella. Well, I guess you could have one that has like a poker at the end or whatever. And I am drinking coffee. The good stuff. So that's one of the things. I could spend the entire evening just doing openings because I got some stuff I'm opening. Here's another one. This one y'all will be interested in. This is a box. What Myra would refer to as a box. Hadn't seen Myra lately. She's been putting some stuff on her channel about, well, if all you do is come in and, respond to one of my posts, then I'll probably just respond to one of your posts. I don't know. She's got a good channel. She's got good content. But I really don't have time with work and everything. I don't have time to watch my own stuff, much less what is this? It is a box. A box within a box. Let's see what we got. Another box. Another box within a box. Might be one of those jokes. What in the world? Well, here's how do I open this thing in? Well, it looks like a light. Looks like a base. Looks like I got a remote control. What this actually is, it is a light in a phone holder, so I can use it when I make a short or I'm doing a presentation. You can use it for, let's say you're doing a vlog or you're doing a conference call, So I'll put it together and I'll let y'all see it when I get it put together. But I got this pretty good deal, paid about $40 for it. So I can use it when I need more light I'm doing a video or I'm doing something for my channel, I can mount my phone to it, and with the light, it it'll make a better, brighter image. So I'm always looking to improve things. What else? Let's see. 9 in the house. Very glamorous. I don't know about that. I was watching a clip, and I watch a lot of stuff that just pops up. And it was a clip from Bill Maher, you know. And Bill Maher is a liberal, but he's really sick. He's fed up and he's sick of the woke. You know, the LGBT woke liberal, and the outrageous ones that, you know, just are completely outrageous. And he was talking about a commercial, and it was about this young lady who's a blonde and blue-eyed and beautiful, and she was wearing some tight-fitting clothes, and it was a commercial for these jeans. I don't even remember her name, but she's somebody who's probably a movie star now, or an influencer type. And the woke were going after her because she said she had blue eyes, and they said obviously she's racist because she said, well, I might be old and I might be bald, but I got blue eyes. Does that mean I'm racist? I don't know. But they're going after her. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Sydney Sweeney, yeah. That's the controversy. They're after her. There's a girl that's in the WNBA. Her name is Caitlin Clark. And she set an all-time scoring record in college. So she was like outstanding in college, and she was the #1 draft last year, and she's on this team called the Indiana Fever. And honestly, before all this stuff started coming out and all the controversy, I vaguely knew that there was a WNBA, a women's basketball league. I sort of saw it as like a equivalent, like a semi-pro basketball league, because it's not the same thing as the NBA. It doesn't make near the money. It doesn't have near the audience. It doesn't, you know. And apparently, she has really upped the game as far as the coverage and the amount of money that they're bringing in, and the tickets, and the number of people who follow. She's apparently a big, got millions of followers. But then she's been having people mess with her, try to hurt her, foul her. Obviously, the officiating is horrible at that level. They don't have the same quality of officiating. There have been a number of injuries that, the officials didn't look in the other direction, or they don't, they can't look at a replay. The fans are going nuts, and the officials are acting like the Three Stooges, like they don't know what's going on. And there's a big stink right now over it. And another member of her team, this sort of like her bodyguard, girl by the name of Sophie Cunningham, she just got injured in what was considered a questionable foul, and she's out for the season with having had knee surgery. Well, Caitlin's basically been out for most of the season. This is her second season. She was Rookie of the Year last year, and now she's only played in a few games, and she's played hurt, so her statistics aren't what they were from last year, and just, but I mean, it seems like they've been going after her, and it's stupid because she's their cash cow. And like, you take care of the cash cow. You take care of the cash cow. Back in the days, when Michael Jordan, who's probably the best NBA basketball player of all time, there's questions about that. There's 2 or 3 of them that are mentioned, but he's probably right up there at the top. they went after him, you know, and then finally they got him a bodyguard. So you go after him, that bodyguard goes after you, you know, and that's sort of what Sophie Cunningham was sort of like Caitlin Clark's enforcer, that somebody went and hurt her or tried to hurt her, and she'd go and she'd, you know, jack them. So, but anyway, that's just the way things are these days. Um, yes, Sydney Sweeney. 8 in the house and 8 likes. Dave says he's bald again. Okay. I'm looking. I don't know if that was a text message or if that was a notification for a video or something. I'm looking at what's streaming. So we are 21 minutes into the live stream. I've opened up a couple of items. I'll let you see the light when I get it assembled. I've got to do a little assembly work for it. It's something that'll run like a USB-A, I guess. I'd plug it into a USB-A to run it. And we'll see. In the meantime, Uncle Al has provided me with some excellent topics. Don't worry about it, Dave. Bald is beautiful. 1/3 of the population have male pattern baldness. It comes from what I understand is a excess testosterone or something related to our testosterone, the male pattern baldness. I don't know. So, first topic is the myth of the family dog as security. A myth for cousin Dumas. This is about Uncle Al's cousin, Dumas. Most family dogs are not trained as guard dogs, and that's true. That's true. Most family dogs are our pets. However, if you've got a fairly large dog, that dog is, to a certain extent, security. People are going to think twice about going messing with you when that dog is there, or going into your property, or trying to break into your house. If you got a couple of good-sized dogs, they're going to be thinking about that. They are pets. Real guard dogs are one person bound. Well, you know, you can have a pit bull or you can have a trained dog, and they will probably be hostile towards your family, your wife, your kids. You have to worry about that. You do not want to be in the situation where your dog or your pet attacks your wife or attacks your small children. You can't afford to have that happen. And also, aggressive dogs or bulldogs or pit bulls or certain dogs, they're not for weak people. They're not for soft people. You have a brother, Dumas? Well, I'm sorry, Joseph. One of the great injustices of life is not being able to choose your relatives. Hello, KP Heathen. How are you doing, my friend? Even a small barking dog is a deterrent because they know it will alert people. Well, and that's one of the best things about a dog, is that the dog has an excellent sense of smell, has an excellent sense of hearing, has good eyesight, better than we do. And if somebody is around or if they hear something, they're going to start barking, they'll alert you. And that's your first line of defense, is to know to be on guard. You know? So when, there's the possibility something's going on, that's when you go for your tool, or whatever version of tool you have, and you're vigilant, you're aware, you're aware. So according to Uncle Al, family dogs are easily defeated by bribes and food. They think you throw the dog some food and the dog's your best friend now. I don't know about that. My dogs think somebody trying to come on our property's food. They have killed skunks, possums, squirrels, rats. You know, you get rats trying to get out into your sheds out back. They've killed all sorts of stuff. Cats, you come on the property, they're going to go after you. Excellent coffee. Excellent coffee. And Barbara has a Karen sister. Well, God bless you, Barbara. Everybody has got a black sheep, or they've got a story about a relative. I had an Aunt Frances, Catherine, the black sheep of my mother's family. I can tell you stories about her older sister. May she rest in peace. But according to this, Uncle Al says dogs can be drugged. They can be poisoned, you know. You slip something into food that they would eat, and they swallow it, and they can be beaten, or they can be shot. Family dogs are overweight and have medical problems. I have an overweight dog, and I have one that's a champion. You know, one of my dogs, fast as can be. He's not quite as large as the other dog, but he is fast, and he's vicious. And then my female dog is overweight. She's slower. She would be the second one to the fight, but she'd be right there. According to Uncle Al, family dogs are tasty. He must be part Haitian. Those Haitians, they had a problem with those Haitians eating everything they could get their hands on. Remember the Pilgrims and the Donner Party? They ate their dogs during that bad winter when they were struggling. This freaked out the Native Americans. You have an uncle that does yoga. Uncle Al doesn't waste meat. Well, I don't know what to tell you on that one. Second topic. After the success of the DC clean and lawsuits against the evil Democrats, Uncle Al's word, evil Democrats, I think they're sort of, the bulk of them are just ignorant. You can be ignorant without evil. I think the leadership is evil, but I think the bulk of them are just ignorant. They've been groomed. They don't know any better. You know, it's the way they were raised. They were raised to be stupid. 10 cities on the board for crime sweeps and sweeping out corrupt politicians and officials. Well, that's good. I'm all in favor of that. Chicago, LA, New York City, they're up there. C Post and Fox News, MS Now. It's no longer MSNBC, it's now MS Now that they've separated. CNN and CBS, mostly liberal, woke, left-wing, failing, dishonest coverage. Third topic. Yeah, Austin, Texas is bad too. Houston needs an enema. Dallas needs an enema. Yeah. Yep, they certainly do. So the third topic, the communist socialist next door. Do they speak English? Do they understand traffic rules, signals, and traffic signs? Communist and socialist infiltrators. Gina, my friend Jules of Gina, over in the Philippines, Sunday morning, Gina Yunke. Ed's Dance, Jules of Gina, my friend. Thank you for listening. Please leave a like to support the channel. I'm sure you have. Communist and socialist infiltrators are currently in our religious centers, schools, and local governments. Thank you. I appreciate thumbs up, and I certainly do support you. Gina is a school administrator over in the Philippines. She's working on her doctorate. Beautiful lady, beautiful family, dances well, does presentations, excellent food, an excellent channel, lot better channel than mine, a lot bigger channel than mine. I really enjoy her content, and she's got 2 or 3 different little channels that she, in different sizes, but it's the ones that are like Ed's Dance. That's one that she puts out a lot of content on. That's technically her husband's channel, but she puts out good content on it. So talking about communist infiltrators. Infiltrating local government, schools, or religious centers. This includes fire, EMT, and police. Many illegals in 12 states. They seem to be bunched up in certain areas. Innocent people and children have died due to illegals with fake driver's licenses. See the incident in Florida with the illegal killing people while driving an 18-wheeler. No commercial truck driving experience and failed to understand traffic signs in English. I think the guy was an Indian or a Sikh or something. Texas. Hey, CR, Creative Redundancy, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Texas has a big problem of hiring illegal communist infiltrators in schools and medical facilities. Patients die every year from immigrant doctors. Save our children, too many teachers are not qualified. See Houston sex trafficking. Next would be border cities. Border cities. Police officers have the highest number of officers who don't read. Border cities, towns, small places. They have a hard time getting people in law enforcement to move there, to live there. They don't pay well. They don't have incentives for them. The law enforcement they get tends to be not as competent, not as capable, trained. A lot of times they have health issues or overweight. They can't In an emergency, how much use they would be. They're probably good for stopping and giving tickets. A lot of them, that's basically what they can do, is they stop people coming through and give them tickets. They have the highest number of officers who don't read, speak, and write English well. They're not too educated. Some of them have had legal problems themselves. They don't. A lot of these don't have any college. They don't have an associate's degree like in criminal justice or any sort of training beyond high school. You question how well that was. They lack police training. They may not even have a driver's license. Note, Trump and crew are coming hard on these small city departments. See CNN report on New Mexico slave traffic. Third topic. YouTube shut down the algorithm for 30 minutes. Oh, this is one that I'm sort of interested in. I'd ask a couple of questions of Uncle Al. So supposedly around 4 a.m., from 4 a.m. to 4:30, I don't know what is that Central Time? Is that Eastern Time? Is it Pacific? What time? What time zone does that happen in? That apparently YouTube shuts down their AI for 30 minutes from 4 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. And he says it's the best time to upload videos and shorts as they reboot the system. Apparently the AI won't interfere with with whatever it is that you're posting. Pacific Coast time. So you are behind me, I think. So then for my time, that would be about 3 o'clock. I think that'd be about 3 o'clock my time. Central time would be about 3 o'clock. So from about 3 to 3:30. And he says, see, post, and video. Fourth topic. Well, let's talk about that for a minute. Third topic. What do y'all think? Those of you who post videos and post shorts and post content, do you feel that the algorithm is interfering with what you post? That they're either suppressing or they're not pushing out what you're posting? What are your thoughts on that? Hello, Mama 4 Boys. How's it going? How are you doing, Rachel? Buying space. Hello, Myra. I have been having your posts come up in my recommendeds. So if you've been seeing me comment on your post and I haven't been commenting on your videos, it's because that's been showing up. I also don't have that much time to really be watching stuff. So I get a lot of shorts and I get a lot of posts and I don't watch too many videos, especially if they're of any length. I did watch about a 10-minute unboxing video where Uncle Al unboxed the goodie box I'd sent him. It was a nice video. and he went through it, and he had let me know that he had made a video of that. 10 watching and 12 likes. Thank you. Yes. Yes. So, yeah, I do believe that YouTube is basically, they got their favorites and they got their double secret probation list. And Uncle Al is off of probation, which I'm sure he's happy. He was on probation until the 12th. Double secret probation. Oh, Lord, Uncle Al. Finishing my coffee. Good to the last drop. So, fourth topic. Target shooting is not combat shooting. You need to take a real combat shooting course and train with your weapon. Not punching holes on a paper target. In real life, the targets shoot back. Well, let me say this. If you own a weapon, and if you're planning on using it for self-defense, you should be comfortable with it. Loading it, safety, how to draw it, how to hold it, how to properly take aim, how to shoot, how to follow up your shot with another shot. We're talking a pistol or a revolver. Your stance. Now, you go to a range, whether it's an indoor range or an outdoor range, and you go to practice with your weapon. You're probably wearing safety glasses. You probably have some hearing protection. If this is your carry weapon and something happens, you're not going to have time, let me get my safety glasses out. Let me get my earplugs out. You're going to have to draw your weapon and possibly use it. And it's going to be extremely, extremely loud. If you're in an enclosed space, it's going to be worse than if you're in open air. But it's going to be extremely loud. Depending on what type of weapon it is, it may also kick in your hand. So you have to be comfortable with cleaning it. I would learn how to break it down and clean it. Semi-automatic is going to be more difficult than a revolver. How to load it. If it's a revolver, if you have speed loaders, how to reload as fast as you can. Most revolvers are going to be 6-shot, maybe 5-shot, maybe 8-shot, depending on what you get. 7-shot, depending on what you got. Hopefully you're not going to be in a situation where you're going to need to fire more than once or twice. If you're in that kind of situation, you're screwed, If you got a 6 or a 7-shot revolver and you've got to reload it, you're in a bad way. You're in a bad way. My preferred carry, I've got 2 speed loaders. So it's a 6-shot. There's 6 shots in the revolver. And I've got 2 speed loaders with 6 shots each if I have to reload. So I'm carrying basically 18 rounds. Hopefully I'm not fighting a horde. If I was in one of those type of situations, I would probably be using a semi-automatic pistol, and my preferred Smith is 15. The magazine holds 15 rounds, and I have 3 magazines, so that's 45 rounds. Hopefully I wouldn't be in a situation where I'd have to, do that. Part-time planting, how are you doing? How are we doing, Peter? I have rifles and a shotgun. I'm okay, thanks, David. Well, that's good. I have rifles, I have shotguns, and I've got pistols. Ed's dance and food. $15 likes, 11 in the house. Thank you for coming. So Uncle Al would have you take a real combat shooting course and train with your weapon. You received a comment from Bus Stop. Well, that's good. Hey, Wheat and Shaw. How are you doing? Wheat's art. Wheat does some outstanding artwork. He really does. Haven't been by to visit recently, but thank you for stopping in, Wheat. I appreciate you. Please leave a like to support the channel. And as Uncle Al says, in real life, the targets shoot back. Hopefully, you're not in a situation where the target will shoot back. Hopefully, it's a thug that's just doesn't expect you to be armed. And then the 5th topic, is there a cell of terrorists or secret Chinese police based next door? There have been some Chinese communist officials working in some of our cities. They had their own little version of a police station in New York City. Came out recently, maybe a year back or so. They were basically keeping an eye on and intervening with Chinese nationals that they were following. There's a lot of Chinese nationals in the United States right now. We're trying to send a lot of them home. Mr. Jerry Cabrera Jr., how you doing, Jerry? Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Yeah, Well, it's just like this Sharia police. There are places where there's a lot of Muslims in the United States, and they've got their religious police, the Sharia police, and they will go after um, women who aren't dressed appropriately, or they're not wearing a burqa or a hijab or whatever they want to call their, that stuff that they wear. And they will, intervene, and they will harass, and sometimes they'll, beat you with a stick. So then the question is, you've got ports and shipping security. Do we have security around our military bases? Um, um, Warehouses, schools and churches, clinics, neighborhoods, and malls. You think about the possibility of terrorists. Where would terrorists attack? They go for targets that are soft, and they go for places where there'd be a lot of people. There have been incidents at malls, nightclubs. There have been incidents at nightclubs when they have concerts. Lots of people at a concert. It's loud. It's hard to hear. Everything's too. You could be shooting a gun and they wouldn't know it. Where there's not security. It's getting to the point where churches now, they have a church service, they've got armed people there for security. Whether they're paid, or whether it's just members of the congregation that may be law enforcement, or they have their own little security just in case something happens, that they can defend people before too many people get injured. Yes, the incident that happened in Las Vegas. How many people got shot? 70, 80 people? Gotta think about that kind of stuff. Bad stuff. Bad stuff. Um, well, Texas is a carry state. You can legally carry in Texas, whether it's open or whether it's concealed. You can carry. Now, there are people who still have permits. Like my daughter had a permit before they passed the carry law. She had a concealed carry permit, and she renewed it. And she just had to change her. She's had to change all of her identification because she's married now. So now it's like her name is Tomasic or something like that. Tomasic Bohemian, I think. And so everything's got to be changed, and she's been changing all of her stuff, her passport, her license, her carry license, her social security. Everything's being changed to her new married name. Pain in the butt. It is what it is. This is how things are. But tonight, I did a couple of, opened up a couple of, I did an envelope. You missed it, Myra. It was an envelope, and it was a umbrella. Got myself a new umbrella. Ordered it yesterday on Amazon. Came out of Houston, came down to Victoria, got it today. And then I ordered and got in a new light for my, when I'm doing like videos and such, or I'm shooting, I got to put it together. It's like a box within a box within a box. It's like 3 boxes. I kid you not. So it's a USB. I think it uses you plug it into a USB A, and yeah, a ring light. You can call it a ring light. I have a ring light that's actually a ring, but this one's more of just a flat. I'm gonna try it out and see how I'm gonna use it for my next video. We'll see how it works. But tonight, and I've got some other boxes I could open up, show y'all stuff. I mean, I'll have some more. I'll do another live stream tomorrow. When I do my live stream tomorrow, I've got a couple more boxes that I can open up that I can unbox. So you can have another unboxing. I'll do a couple of unboxings. A vanity light. Well, you could call it a vanity light. For your camera, for my phone. Yes, for my phone. It's basically got a grip for the phone. So when I'm doing it at this angle here, you see, and you sort of see back that way. It's normally because I've got a roll top right here. I've got a little space open where I can open my gun safe. My gun safe's in the corner. And then I've got a big hutch right over here, with huge thing. Anyway, and I've got a table right next to me with a printer on top of it, and my setup in my man cave. But I will wind up doing another one tomorrow, and we may do an open mic, or maybe Uncle Al has the time to load me another topic. A few of the things I'll tell you, Uncle Al, we talk about is always have quarters. Always have quarters. And I give them to my wife, I give them to my kid, rolls of quarters. Very, very good to have, to use. Always have ones. Most of these are ones. I always try to carry at least 20 ones on me. There's a little bit, I probably have about $100 worth of money here, but I use it when I just, small amounts. I get on my wife, I said, only use your debit card when it's something a little bit larger. If it's just $3, use cash. I don't want to see receipts when I'm looking at, it says $2 or $3. I don't want to see that on the card. And then my card, I use it for gas or whatever. And that way I can look at it and see, what did I spend? Or what did she spend? What did my daughter spend? They've all got cards, on my accounts. Just knowing how to handle your money. Makeup mirror, no, not for me, Dave. I don't do makeup. The mirrors that movie stars use. Well, that's true. Yep. Look at all the comments. All the comments people have been making. So, Uncle Al, Dave, or Yoda, Idaho Garden Girl, Susanna Morrison, Little Lone Prepper, Joseph Moore, Enrique Trevino, Melinda Elliott, KP Heathen, Gina B. Yunke, Creative Redundancy, Mom of 4 Boys, Buying Space, Part-Time Planning, Ed's Dance and Food, Wheat's Art, and Jerry Cabrera. I appreciate all y'all coming in. I think this was a really good live stream. I'm planning on doing another one tomorrow. Try to do a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday during the week while I'm working. I'm probably not going to be doing a live stream, but I'll try to do another one tomorrow. I will post it, and I appreciate the support. Right now, I'm working on a box for Belinda's Country Living. Belinda's Country Living. I didn't see Belinda in here this evening, but I am working on a box for her. And then I think I put this together today. These are coffee sticks, carnation creamers, and sugar, and the stevia, the green stuff, which is the good stuff for you. Put that together. I'm trying to work on a box for her right now, try to get that one off. Uncle Al got his 2,000 subscriber box. He's got a nice video up on it. You need to watch it. It's less than 10 minutes. Shows what was in it. And I will do a 2,100 or 2,100 subscriber video when I hit 2,100. Right now I'm at 2,028. I keep going up to 2029, and then it goes back down to 2028. I'm hoping the next couple of days it'll top 2030, and then it'll start climbing again. In the meantime, when I get up in the morning, I thank God for the day. I take my medication. I drink my coffee. I say the Lord's Prayer, try to get right in my mind. I thank God every day I wake up, because you don't know how many days you have, and when you don't wake up, you won't know it. Next thing you know, it'll be Judgment Day, and you're with the Lord. Hopefully, you've taken care of your business, so you'll be in the kingdom. Everybody, please. Belinda was here. Did I call out her name? Belinda? Belinda was here. Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know that. Looking back to see Belinda. Might have been a lot earlier in the video, the live stream. Belinda. My mind isn't what it used to. Oh, there it is. Yes, Belinda was here. My apologies. I'll look at the replay, and I probably said something to her. My mind isn't what it used to be. Uncle Al would say I'm getting old timers. You're getting old timers. But thank you for that, Barbara. Appreciate it. And my apologies, Belinda. So anyway, hopefully I'll see everybody back tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. In the meantime, thank you. God bless. I enjoyed it. And my apologies if I left anybody out. I'm getting old. Everybody take care. And, God bless everyone. Bye-bye.